Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review from the kitchen. Tonight, reviewing, a beer that must be drank at warm temperatures. Shepherd Neame and their Double Stout. 5.2%, and on the back it says, what you see, black. What you smell, roasted chocolate and hoppy. What you taste, dry, coffee and bitter. So yeah, this is, there's some iconic beers in this country, and this fella's one of them. So tonight, been out in the garden all night, so got home at 4:20 from work, straight out the garden, pissing about, putting Christmas decorations up. And yes, it's early, but who cares? If it's good enough for the council, it's good enough for me. So I'm putting the cable through the wall like we do every single year. And then I realised that we had all our plaster took off this year. And I haven't got a cable, a drill bit long enough to go through the wall. So then I've had to go upstairs from the bedroom where we've had a floodlight through the wall, take that cable out, run a massive new extension cable, and setting up lights, and nearly 5 hours in, and it's about 9:30, and no, I'm nowhere near. So, and then I thought to myself the other week, I thought I need to buy some more lights, And I went to the shed, and last year I must have splurged after Christmas because there's another 4 sets of lights I didn't realise I had. So it's going to be very bright outside. It'll please the neighbours no end, I'm sure. Especially them who don't like Christmas. See, we've got a family across the road, horrible family. And to say they've got 9 kids, yeah, 9. And that's their kids. And their kids have got kids on top. And none of them go to work. Lovely, isn't it? It's lovely paying for the country. And they're horrible with it. If they were nice with it, it won't bother you. But they're horrible people with it, And to say they've got 9 kids, you never see any Christmas decorations on the windows, And very strange. Me, I've got obviously I've got a 9-year-old son and I've got a 1-year-old grandson, and I do it for them and as much as myself as well. Because to be fair, I love Christmas. I love being off at Christmas. I had 5 years in retail where I didn't get a lot of time off, especially on the booze department. One of the most important departments in the store. We were very stretched. Yeah. I mean, the amount of people who buy Prosecco on the run up to Christmas is outstanding, Astounding, should we say, not outstanding. Astounding, And no wonder Prosecco's battered champagne sales because, let's be fair, it's cheaper, tastes the same, And that price, everyone likes a bargain, don't they? So yeah, black in colour, off-white head. I do apologise about this light. I bought a new bulb for this light up ahead, and it's as dim as they come. So we're going to have to go out and buy a better bulb. As you know, you get home and you forget each night about the bulb. And I'm looking around the house for one that's. But sometimes these IKEA fittings, they won't let you put bigger bulbs in. It's all good fun. So, obviously, room temperature, perfect temperature for drinking this. I mean, I've been outside all night, and I did have a sneaky Young's double chocolate stout while I was out there. Oh, went down a treat. It was the amber nectar. But I had it after I came off a ladder, because we've got a 20-foot Christmas tree on the front garden, and it keeps getting higher every year. I'm going to have to nobble it one of these years. But anyway, I had made sure to drink it after I got up the tree with the lights. And I couldn't get anywhere near the top anyway, so I ended up lobbing the lights to the top of the tree. Luckily they only light, and it looks like someone's tried, I mean, I've got that many light sets at the moment. I might wrap another set around it just for added effect, to really accentuate the lights on there. and to really wind the neighbours up across the road. So, lovely. On the nose. And to be fair, at the moment, all I'm getting is a taste. You know, that roastiness, coffee, chocolate flavours. I mean, I can smell toastiness on the aroma, but for me, it's all about the taste. It's got a lovely taste to it. Very, very easy to drink. 5.2%. Yeah, it goes down a treat. Too easy to drink, mind you. You know, you get drunk very quick on this fella. Shepherd and Neame, obviously the makers of 1698, which I think is probably their best beer. Very absolute quality beer. And I hope it is. I hope I've got the right one. You know, sometimes you know, with all these breweries out there, you do forget who makes what. Yeah, they do make 1698. Yeah. And at one stage, they were making beers for Lidl. You know, lots of different beers. Before Lidl's Haverwood brand really took off. And you'd go into Lidl every few weeks and there'd be a new beer there. But obviously that seems to have died a death now, which is sad. Because for beer drinkers, to go in there, I mean, maybe some of them want the best quality beers, if we're being honest. But a new beer's a new beer, isn't it? You know, especially on the run up to Christmas. I want to see Christmas beers. I did see online the other day a company, it came up on my Facebook feed, that are doing 12 Christmas beers, and 9 of them I've never heard of before, so that's good for me. It's like 30 quid for 12, so, you know, 3 quid a beer. You know, I think with postage and packaging, you know, you're looking at that. But for the price, you know, especially if you want Christmas beers, you know, not enough out there in my opinion. Certainly not in the big supermarkets. They're letting us down. We all need to complain. And I think one of these days I'm going to start a new series up where I look at the lost beers, because we have lost some iconic beers. And you know, the more people that respond to it and comment, it might make breweries bring back their beers, you know, because you're not telling me that they haven't got a lot of beers. I mean, I suppose beers go out of fashion, don't they? Beers come and go. They'll try it and then they'll get rid. But you're not telling me that they don't keep all the recipes. Like that bloke at Sadler's the other day. I can't remember his name for the life of me. And he's only young, late 20s, early 30s. Sound bloke though. And you know, the passion in his voice for brewing, you know, warmed my heart, because I know from my standpoint, I would love to do what he does. You know, to bring your skills of brewing to the mass population, you know, and getting products out there that everyone, you know, that are going to sell well, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? You know, yes, you want a beer that tastes great, but it's got to sell well to the masses as well, because obviously profitability is key, isn't it, in any situation. I mean, that's why seasonal beers, they don't get bottled a lot, because a lot of them are experimental brews. You know, I drank one the other day from Sadler's again, Sam Cover's Stash, and it was a very smooth drink. You know, it was I think it's a Pilsner Pale Ale, which is different, because being a Pilsner and a Pale Ale, that's weird. Like a merging of the beers, you know. And you'll see more of that in years to come, I think. But maybe some will be a bit freaky, you know, but the industry needs to evolve. You know, look at gin. Gin has evolved at an horrendous rate. I mean, gin now, basically the flavours in gin, you know, it's just wiped out the rest of them. You know, the amount of gin being sold in this country. I mean, when it was just the boring London gins and slow gin, and you know, I've never batted an eyelid at it, but when the flavoured gins start coming out, all the liqueurs. I mean, we went to Menorca in 2016, and I went to a gin distillery of all things, and the amount of flavours, there were 50 different flavours, and I drank every one. Well, you got to, haven't you? You walk into like a little shop, and you can see the distillery in the background. One tank anyway. You've got these 4 pedestals, and there's about 50 different gins, and you can try them. Oh, fucking hell. Me and my mates, it's like, whoa, free beer. Or free alcohol. And we're there. Oh, go on then. And no one's clocking you. It's like, just help yourself. Obviously, they're there to sell. I mean, we did pick up 2 bottles ourselves, but and every single flavour you can imagine. Walked in sober, walked out battered. But it was a great, what a day. I could go to that shop every day. Well, it'd be a bit pricey in the end. Anyway, back to this fella. Yeah, a true icon. I think it's one of probably the second best Shepherd and Neame beer, behind 1698, which for me is their top beer. One of the best stouts out there, Look at that. There's beauty in it. And on the run up to Christmas, looking forward to trying to getting more different beers. At some stage, I'm gonna start using some of these online retailers, and especially ones where they're reducing the prices down. Because obviously they haven't sold or whatever. I mean, I'm still hoping to pick up a beer advent calendar, but I don't want the beers that I can get any time, any day of the week. I want something that's different. And I'm also hoping to. My son once said he's going to buy me a gin advent calendar, but have it as a Christmas present. So after Christmas, I start doing it. But hopefully that'll happen. But just my luck. We go to Morrison's with the 50 quid, and they've sold out. I mean, just like the Jack Daniels did last weekend. Although that was all the shopkeepers buying that, to be fair. So, quality. Not the... some stouts are stronger. This hasn't got some of the complexities of the likes of King Goblin and Sadler's Christmas Pudding Stout. But on its own, it's still a damn good stout. The strength doesn't really shine through that much. The aroma, the taste, they hit the spot. And makes Guinness look a bit rubbish. So near black pour, white to beige head. On the nose, you've got the roastiness on the nose, malt. On the taste, roast, malt. Well, did it say it did? Yeah, I remember now. Chocolate, coffee was there. A really nice stout at 5. It's, for me, just outside of what my top 10 beer classifications are, but only just. For me, about 5.7. 5.7. Dickhead. I can have 5.7 out of 5. For me, 4.58 out of 5. That's what I meant to say. It's been a long day, I'm tired. Pissing about with Christmas decorations. Especially ones from Asda that don't work when you buy them last year. Yeah, I have a good mind to go to Asda and say, here, give me some back. I got these projectors that you project onto the house. And the Asda one's not working. The other ones I bought, they're fine. Bloody Asda. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon.